Hello, fellow builders, and welcome to the Friday update. It is February the 12th, and according to the old Apple Watch, it is 0 degrees outside, which is minus 17 for those of you on the Celsius scale. But just wanted to get in here and show you where we are as far as the Mandalorian helmet is considered. Actually, we got some work done on it. So, we got the visor in, and I'm having a little bit of... I did a better job on my helmet the first time I did the window tint. It wasn't as wrinkly, and I could have rushed it. There's no two ways about it. And then, on top of that, I was at the end of the roll of this stuff. I had a little bit more on there. I mean, I'm on the dregs, and it's wrinkly and it's kind of dusty. So there could have been some issues with that as well. I'm sure if I spend some time with it, I might be able to just get a really sharp X-Acto knife, and you poke a little hole in there and you push the air out and press it down. That might get all the bubbles out. Or I might end up just pulling it out and just going and getting one of the green visors. Anyway, so there's a recess on the inside of the visor, and this is just being held in by pressure and 2 pieces of Velcro right there. And that's pretty good. It's not going anywhere. You can see out of it just fine. Take my glasses off. Yeah. Okay. The glue is still airing out in there from where I glued in the headpiece in there, so it stinks and it's a little bit fumy in there. So we don't want to be wearing that for too long. Now, the other thing was, if you'll notice, we've changed colors. This portion last week was black, and you really couldn't tell. And I put it out there, hey, any suggestions on colors? And my buddy Eric over there at Random Chatter Network, he suggested a medium light blue. And being that I'm a big fan of use what you got, that's what I had. And I think that came out good. We could go a little bit darker, but I do like the sheer contrast between the light and the dark, and then you've got the medium in the middle. And keep in mind, this is just peeled off after the masking, so it still needs to be touched up. We need to touch that up on that edge, and definitely on this side. And it needs a little bit of weathering. It's a little bit too clean, so we need to muddy it up just a bit. But see, look, I missed that. I got some overspray there, but being this is the dark, that's easy fix. Just mask that off with the spray, and you're good to go. So, in theory, other than weathering, this guy's done. So that brings us to the other thing we've been doing this week. So if you've been following along on the Facebook page or Instagram, you could see that because of all the enthusiasm, the energy that I got from doing the Thor Mjolnir hammer, I decided to go into Fusion 360 and make a classic Beta Ray Bill Stormbreaker. And that thing has been fighting me all week. I've had problem after problem with the printer. It's down now. I have to go take the hot end apart and get it going. But I was in my 3rd attempt to print this. My son came home and saw it and said, "Hey, you making an axe for your Mandalorian?" Well, I wasn't. I am now. Didn't even occur to me. It could be a vibro axe. It could be, a vibro battle axe. It could be the Beskar Beskar pike axe. The possibilities are endless. The main reason, so the way I had this designed was there's the axe part, and then you had the body, and then you had the hammer over on this end. And I'll stick a picture up there of the design I came up with if you hadn't seen it. But it was too tall to print on my printer, and I've got it designed to where I have an actual axe handle, and I made a recess in the bottom, so that axe handle should slide in the bottom. But since it was too tall, I had to separate the pieces. So now this is going to be two parts. It's going to be the axe part and the hammer part. Hi, honey. What are you doing? Come on over. Say hi. Anywho, with the way that I've designed my Stormbreaker with the two separate pieces, and realistically, I probably should have done it in three. The hammer, the axe, and then the center part. I can go back in and change the shape of the axe head. I can go in and change the shape of the hammer. I like the way it looks for someone who's just, playing around with an idea in Fusion 360. I think it came out pretty good, and I really considering going ahead and putting it on Thingiverse as my first released 3D model. I'm really kind of excited the way it came out. But like I said, let's get one printed and see what happens there. The one thing I would probably change is, like I said, the bottom of it has, because it's a wooden axe handle, it's about like that long, and it's got an oval shaped, it's the oval axe handle, and so I wouldn't mind printing a hammer up that takes the same handle as the Mjolnir, and just see how well that looks. I might need to print two of those, because I think it feels a little bit short. So I might maybe print two of those and put them together on the wooden dowel, and come up with something. Well, let's get one printed first, and we'll figure it out from there. But that's where we are, and we're just gonna get that mess going and soldier on. So it's that guy's turn. That guy there, we're gonna start with the visor. So we're gonna get that taped up so we can figure out the size of the visor, and we can get it cut out on that other piece of face shield we have. We'll start there and see what happens. Haven't even figured out colors on that guy yet. So anyway, we will see you on next week for next week's Friday update. Don't forget, there's the Facebook 3D Printers Ready Room group that we've got going. There's also the Instagram page, and obviously there's YouTube. So there's no reason to not communicate. It's fundamental. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Have fun, be safe, try and stay warm, and go build something. Pew 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 pew.